Maxim Radio. Sirius 108. Joining us from Florida, she made her predictions on Friday for the UFC fights that went on this weekend, including Tito Ortiz. And I believe, I want to get the details incorrect on this, so I'll just go right to Joanne, who I'm sure watched the fight and probably got dressed up for the fight as well. MMA girl Joanne joins us here at Maxim Radio, Sirius 108. Scooter had a great question earlier, Joanne.
Joanne, do you get, dressed up for the fight?
Dressed up in what way? What do you mean?
I mean, it seems like, the fights only happen every so often, so it's kind of like a party atmosphere. Do you get,
generally later in the evening.
Yeah. So
no, I wear what I usually wear, just jeans and a T-shirt. And if we go to a bar, then maybe, but I just wear normal clothes if I'm watching it at a friend's house.
You don't wear, a special MMA tank top or anything?
No.
Okay. Let's talk about the predictions for the fight. First of all, how about just giving us an overview? What were your thoughts of it was UFC 73, correct?
Yes.
Okay, your thoughts of the overall pay-per-view event?
It was good. I enjoyed all the fights. They were exciting. There was a couple moments where my heart skipped a beat, but in general, it was good.
Okay. Your predictions, how do you feel they fared as compared to the actual fight?
We were pretty close, actually, with our predictions. I mean, the Tito Ortiz fight and Rashad Evans, that was a draw, obviously, but I feel that Tito won that fight. He should have won it. I felt he won the third round, even though the judges didn't think so. And then he grabbed the cage in the second round and lost a point, so it was a draw. But we predicted Tito to win. So
you did predict Tito to win, and it ended up being a draw, which, you like you said, you still feel like he ended up winning that fight.
Yeah.
Do you have any emotional ties to any of the fighters, and does that affect the way you pick the fights?
I mean, I have some of my favorite fighters, and I do get upset when they lose. I really like St. Pierre. I like Diego Sanchez. And so in the couple pay-per-views before when they lost, I was really upset. But usually, I mean, see, with the Silva-Marquardt fight, we picked Silva, but we wanted Nate to win because we felt he was a better fighter for Rich, because Rich has to face the winner of that fight.
Right.
So we wanted Nate to win, but we felt Silva would win, and we were right.
Okay, all right. So you guys did predict Silva to win?
Yes.
Okay.
Did he win by decision or by knockout?
He won by knockout, I think.
In the first round, yeah.
Yes.
Very nice.
Okay, let's talk about quickly here. So again, covering that one, Silva beat Nate. We had Rashad Evans and Tito Ortiz coming to a draw. I know we talked about the Sean Shirk and Franca fight. Your thoughts on that one?
That was a good fight. Sean he's an animal, man. He was just non-stop. We actually predicted that if it was going to go to decision, Sean would win just because he's a tremendous athlete. We also said that Hermes had a chance to kind of end the fight early
on, right? I remember that.
Which he could have. I mean, every round he came out with that knee and he caught Shirk, but Shirk's just really tough, and he pulled through it.
And ended up winning by a unanimous decision.
Okay. Yeah, Sean did a very good job.
And let's bring up one more of the fights here. Mike Nichols, Stephan Bonner. Your thoughts on that fight?
I didn't get to see that fight.
You didn't?
I don't know if it was aired or not. I know Bonner won.
Yes. According to what I was reading here, submission at 2:14 in the first round by Scooter's favorite move, the rear naked choke.
Yeah, I didn't get to see that fight. I don't know if it aired. They aired
Okay.
one.
Gotcha.
Stellar move.
What's one of the fights that so far you seem pretty right on as far as your predictions went?
Yeah, this one we were pretty right on, which is kind of, I mean, it was a chance because they weren't any favorites and there weren't any underdogs, so it was kind of hard to predict. It could have gone either way.
So when it's all said and done, what was the most exciting fight of the night for you? Where you said earlier at one point in time you felt like there was a couple of hold your breath moments. What was one of those fights?
I mean, I like the Tito fight. Nogueira and Herring was actually a good fight because Nogueira dominated the whole fight, but Herring actually almost got a chance to knock Nogueira out. He caught him with a head kick, and Nogueira went down.
Ooh.
And Herring didn't really utilize that really well, and they stood Nogueira back up, and then it was the end of the round. So Herring had his chance to win, but he didn't, and Nogueira ended up winning.
What was the bloodiest fight?
Bloodiest fight? I don't know if there really were any very bloody fight.
See, I call that not paying enough money. That's what it is. You pay more money to get more
The
blood.
first fight was pretty bloody. I actually watched that one. Yeah.
Nogueira and Herring? Yeah, I mean, I guess it was.
I mean, it wasn't like, nobody, I don't think anybody had to get stitches.
Sure.
There were a couple times when blood was like all over Herring's face.
Sweet.
Yeah. Herring got a little bit bloodied up. I think it was the Floria and Sean Shirk fight a couple fights back. That was really bloody. That was kind of gross.
Does seeing the blood kind of freak you out?
No, not so much.
Joanne loves that.
She's a pro.
Joanne, when is the last time you kicked a chick's ass?
Never really. I don't, because I do jiu-jitsu, so I train with a lot of guys. So we just, practice moves and grapple. And I have my friend Lauren, and we kind of grapple together. But I've never really kicked a girl's butt. Maybe when I was little. I don't know.
Okay. So when's the last time you kicked a guy's butt?
Every day. Come on.
Wow, very good. What's the shortest amount of time you've made a guy tap out in?
Well, most of the guys I train with are actually really good, so it's hard to do anything
Sure.
with them. But I was wrestling one of my friends, and this is before I actually trained, and I was just joking around with him, and he's like, "You can't beat me up." I'm like, "Oh, whatever." And he tried to take me down, and I got him in a guillotine, and I almost choked him out. He was holding his breath, though. He didn't know what to do, so he didn't know how to tap, and so I had to let go.
That's got to be intimidating next time you guys are hanging out someplace. All right, Joanne, very good on the prediction front. I got to say I'm impressed. Scooter feels the same way.
I feel satisfied.
We'd like to have you on again to predict the Randy Couture fight that will be coming up in August.
Oh, I would love to.
Okay, and one last time, what's the website guys can go to check out the predictions that you guys make?
It's www.mmagirls.net.
All right.
Is there footage of you guys fighting on there, too?
There's no footage of us fighting. There's just predictions and then little technique videos.
Ooh, technique.
In technique videos, you're wearing, of course, are you wearing the gi or are you wearing like the nice tight kind of aerobic workout clothes?
No, we were just wearing kind of shorts and a t-shirt. In the first two videos, we're wearing like kind of like tank tops and shorts.
If I could make just one request for our listeners, if you guys could do a how-to video on the rear naked choke, we would love that.
I'm sure you would love that.
We would love to see that one happen. All right, Joanne, thank you very much. Good to talk with you. Great predictions for the UFC. We appreciate them.
Oh, thank you.
And there you go. Joanne, the hottie, who actually studies jiu-jitsu.
Kind of intimidating.
Yeah, would you... yeah? We looked at some video footage of them. They're both pretty hot girls.
Yeah.
And
But they're on top of each other, which is very nice.
Yeah. The how-to videos are... Well, let's just say they're worth it, guys, for you to check out. Absolutely at MMAgirls.net. Maxim Radio, Sirius 108.